Hi, everyone. So today we're going to sum up everything on Newton's laws and force. So you have what we call a choice board. You should see 9 lovely squares. Just like tic-tac-toe, you're going to choose 3 across, up, down, or diagonal. And I'm going to explain the examples to you. So if you are musically talented, you will create a song that covers some of these topics. Okay, if you want to talk about friction, remember we did a brain pop on that. Gravity, any one of Newton's law. If you want to research and write a song about magnetism, motion from Newton's first law, and that a force is defined as a push or a pull. Okay, so you can either just write the song. If you want to do a video of you singing the song, you can be creative in any way you want. Okay. Another choice was research. So if that is something that interests you, you're going to research a little bit more about forces, maybe from these websites, videos, and games. I have about 10 different choices that you can research, watch videos, and learn more about force. So if that's something you're interested in, this will definitely be a choice for you. You have one asking you to create a Google slide presentation in any way you want to be creative. So if you want to do PowerPoint, Google Slide, you're going to cover what is gravity, maybe some examples, define it. What is friction, some examples, and define that. Define force, give some examples of a push or a pull. And if you hopefully want to incorporate some of Newton's laws in that way. So you can create a Google slide and insert pictures, videos, and it should be informative and stick to facts, not opinions. Okay. You can illustrate. It is called a word splash. Or if you just want to use images, again, in projects, you can be creative. So some people might just stick right to what the directions say, and others, if you want to be more creative. A word splash is when you make an artsy little collage of words. You're going to think of as many words as you can that are related to the word force and motion. Then you're going to illustrate it in a collage. I also have included different examples. Another one, practice. Show me your understanding of these questions. You're just going to stick straight to the facts and answer these questions. So if you are more of a person that wants to answer questions, this is just filling in the blanks here. This one, create a game that requires force, a push or a pull to play. Maybe you want to create a board game, a sport, a card game, and you're just going to show examples of your game, explain how to play your game, and please write all of the different ways forces are used in your game. This one, if your teacher agrees, is pretty hard. So if you're creating a board game, I firmly believe that that would just be one thing you have to do. So instead of doing 3 across, up, down, diagonal, if you actually create a board game, I would just do that. That takes a lot of effort with directions and creating a game, whether it's digitally or whether you are actually creating like an Uno or a card game. Okay, but you got to go above and beyond on that. This one, if you write the following are your answers to questions, your job, if you've ever seen Jeopardy, is to come up with what maybe the question was. So it's doing the opposite. These are the answers. Then you're going to explain what was the question. Okay, and there's a couple more. If you're more of a vocabulary, you can either maybe do a Google slide, a sheet of paper, or write a story. Come up with different ways to incorporate vocabulary. Maybe use some of these vocabulary words in sentences, story, a chant. Think outside the box. Maybe you want to create a lesson. How are you going to teach? Whether it's an experiment, a Google slide, and show your classmates some understanding. So hopefully you like a couple of these that you're interested in to show and demonstrate your understanding of this chapter on force and motion. Have fun!